Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming in from Beckley's Camping Center today. And I have my assistant, this pretty van of white. Actually, it's Jayme, but helping me today. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
And she's going to help me today. We're going to show you the 2020 Vita by Winnebago. This is a 24F model. So for those of you that may be looking for something maybe a little bit less expensive than the Winnebago View, this might be just the ticket for you. So let's get on to this camper. Okay, so now one thing that's nice about this particular motorhome is the amount of storage you have outside. Take a look inside the storage bin as Jayme opens it. So it's good storage for such a small motorhome. Now something they've added that's kind of nice here is you're going to have some manual stabilizing jacks down underneath on the back. Give you a little bit of stability, not leveling, but some stability while you're camping. On the back you're going to notice you're going to have a ladder so whether you get up to the roof, do some maintenance, get up there, sunbathe. You're also going to notice you have your rear view camera mounted up high, and that's adjustable, so you can adjust it to whether you're towing a car or whether you want to see a little bit further back behind you. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and show you how far this awning comes out. Nice thing is this awning is about the length of the motorhome here. So as you can see, the awning has a little bit of a slope to it, but now if you wanted to slope it a little bit further, it has adjustments on the different arms. And once you adjust it, you can leave it there. Now this one here on the back side, you'd be able to go ahead and climb up the ladder to adjust that. On the front, probably just open the front door to be able to reach the one up front, and that would give you more of a slope. Now I highly recommend that you might want to tie these things down, being that it's an electric awning, just to keep it secured if you're not going to be keeping an eye on it. Okay, so let's go on inside. So as you come inside, you notice you have a one step there. That's electric. And then of course you have this step here. As you can see, it is removable. So you get to your coach batteries, making it very easy to get to them, very accessible. Nice big grab handle as you come in the door. Now as you come in the door, this is where you're going to see some switches for your exterior light, your awning. Down below, this is your coach battery, turning it on. And then of course your step. That way there you can shut your step off for when you're camping, so it's not going in and out every time you're opening and closing the door. So we give you a little quick pan in here. See, you have the dinette slide and the refrigerator slide. It's a little bit different than what you might have seen in a View. Now also as you come in the door, above the counter, this is where you're going to be able to turn on your diesel generator. This one has the optional Onan diesel. You can get an LP generator if you wish. You also see you have your solar charger controller. Right next to here, this is where you're going to have for checking your levels. That's all through here. Turning the gas side of your water heater on, your water pump, inverter, and then on top there, that is going to be for your slide to go in and out. So that's all conveniently located right there as you come in the door. So the roof that they're putting on this is what they call a super shell. And you can hear how nice and hard it is when you knock on it. This stuff is put together at the factory by Winnebago, and as a matter of fact, what you see on this coach, roughly 70% of what you see on this coach is actually made by Winnebago, making it very much more beneficial to you in the long run in the event that you need a replacement part.
Should I put it in this when I get up?
Yes. Okay, so now what they have is both these chairs turn around. Now because the floor in the cab is lower, what they've done is they've given you booster seats for these. And what that allows you to do is sit comfortably in the chair so your knees aren't up into your chest. Now to move this chair back around, probably the simplest way for you to do it, if you want to do it this way, is to step outside, open the door, and the lock is on the back side, and it just spins right around and it's put in place. Now part that you're unlocking is right down here, and it'd be the same thing to put it and turn it back around this way, and then of course you can move it forward and backwards. So open the front of this is your Mercedes diesel. So it's going to have the 3-liter V6, and it's going to be your typical Mercedes automatic transmission. Of course, backup monitor and everything. All the latest and greatest for Mercedes will be right up in this area for you. And of course, you're going to have the nice larger mirrors. It's going to have a battery boost for those times when maybe the battery is dead for the engine, but you can use the coach batteries to help jump the engine battery. So that is the coach area. Now the ladder is stored quite nicely to the right, so all you got to do is take it off to go ahead and mount it here. And the nice thing about the way they have this thing mounted is that even with the slide out in, you'd be able to go ahead and get up on that ladder. Now up in the front here, you're going to notice, of course, they have the nice curtains that draw across. Back there on the front wall, I say back there, up there on the front wall, you can see you have 12-volt USB and 110 charging ports. You can have a nice window on the side, AC duct, and you're going to have a nice little 12-volt fan up top there. So here's your dinette booth. Now the nice thing with this dinette booth, it's going to fold down to a bed, but you have seat belts on this side. Nice thing also, in case you had somebody with a child seat, what you have is you have a child tether right back here, and that is tested way beyond what it's needed for. Notice in the table you have the cup holders, and of course you have 110 outlets, USB, 12-volt, all back here, and of course 2 individual lights and plenty of window space, as well as a cabinet above. Now let's show you what this looks like when you're making it a bed. Okay, so to make make it a bed, what you need to do is first get rid of some of the cushions, get them out of the way. It's really easier than it looks. This table is a very stable table due to the fact that the way it is mounted. So that does that. Now what you got to do is you got to unlock the leg itself. And you have 2 different locks you need to. It comes off the floor. Then you got to push in a button there, and the leg will.
Wait, we have to restart.
And then that leg will fold right up. Okay, so once the leg is latched, then what you do is you stand up and you're going to lift up on the table on this end, and it will unlatch itself, because as you can see, what's happening is it's latching right here. So this table is a very secure table. Now all you're going to be doing is putting the cushions down. So what you have is there's a little configuration you need to do here. So you move this out of the way here. What you're going to do is take those smaller pillows and you're going to place those back in the back here. That's going to fill that in. Then you're just going to slide this back. Then you're going to take one of the center cushions and that's going to go right in the middle here. And so there you have it. Your bed is made. Now you see you have a little space back here. Now you're able to get to that by moving your cushions, or if need be, you have a door on this side, and then look at the drawer down below. Nice long extension. It's all right there. And while we're here, the cabinet above that, nice pantry space, or if you need to for hanging clothes, you can just remove the shelving in there. Now you might be wondering what is below the dinette booth. And as you can see on the front side, you're not going to have any seat belts up here, but nice, good storage here. That's on the front side of your dinette booth. And then on the back side, this is where you're going to have access to your seat belts, which you can see how it's slotted for it to come up. And notice how they have it protected there, because there are some electronics and so forth down below that, so it's not all the way down to the floor. See, so as you put that down there, the slats inside of this wood here can come up, and it would come up around the cushion itself. So as you're putting the table back down, you got a little place to store the leg, and that gives you a nice secure table. Alright, so once you've done that, you're back in business quite easily. Now let's take a look at the cabinet space above your dinette. Notice how the doors, when they open, notice how they have metal rods that hold the doors open. So you're not having to use your head to hold it. And look at how deep they are. You can actually put a dinette, a big dinner plate in that cabinet. Okay, so in the kitchen area, you're going to notice you have the TV directly across from us here, and that can be turned, so if you had people up in the bed up above here, you can actually turn the TV so they could watch it. All you got to do is open the door there, and you see how it rotates there. But that also gives you a lot of space back behind your TV. Not like the old day TVs where they're real deep. Now, something I want you to consider when you're looking at a motorhome like this is the amount of cargo carrying capacity. Now, this particular motorhome has 1,772 pounds of cargo carrying capacity. That's people and cargo. So keep that in mind when you're looking at a Mercedes Sprinter chassis, regardless of what manufacturer. Check and make sure that you have adequate cargo carrying capacity. Some of these motorhomes have less than 1,000 pounds of cargo carrying capacity, and I've seen some down even about 700 pounds or so. So that could be a problem for some of you being overweight and so forth. Now, one thing that Winnebago does is they have their MSRP stickers and their, as well as the standard options and equipment that are on their coaches. So you're able to see exactly what the MSRP, all the specifications are listed right there. Now notice how your sink, you have a nice high-rise faucet, but notice they're giving you just one cutting board. Now the benefit there is, notice you have a split sink there. So you have two different sinks, but now when you're not using one, that gives you the ability for the additional counter space. Now you also have a flush-mounted 3-burner cooktop. Now the benefit there is that's counter space when you're not using it. Now when you want to use it, you just flip over the top, and now you have the nice 3 sealed burners. These are the larger burners. Now right below that, that's where you're going to have your microwave. Nice little adequate little microwave. Now this particular one is going to be a convection microwave as well, giving you dual purpose. So you have a nice window back behind your cooktop there when you're cooking, makes it nice. And then check out the cabinet space above it. Again, notice how deep it is, and you do have adjustable shelves, or an adjustable shelf in there. And then right next to that, you're going to have additional pantry space. Again, adjustable shelves there. And again, if you want to take those out, you could take them out and use that as a hanger. And then you can move them down there if you wanted to. You're going to have all of your shelving down there. Notice how the heat ducts are up off the floor. They're blowing across the floor. Benefit to you there is you don't have any dust collectors, popcorn kernel collectors, or anything. And it more evenly distributes the heat. Okay, so the back here in the bedroom area, as you can see, of course, you have plenty of lighting, good window, and then adequate storage up above. And it's going to be nice deep storage. I'm not going to open all of them, but you do have plenty of storage back there. Shelf, 110 outlet, 12 volt outlet, USB. And right here is going to be your thermostat. And by the way, I'll have a video on how to properly operate that. Most importantly, with the air conditioning. Now right behind Jayme there, that is going to be this is going to be a 12 volt refrigerator, so it's compressor driven, so it's going to be much easier for you to cool it down. It's only going to take about an hour for this thing to cool down, unlike your RV style refrigerators. And you can see that it has a lock there so that when you have it closed, so that way there, when you're not using it or you're driving down the road, to keep it from flying open, you can go ahead and put this on, lock it down. That'll keep it from moving. Okay, so back in the bathroom, or back going towards the bathroom, you can see we have our little sink right here, and of course medicine cabinet up above. Nice little storage area. You're going to notice a little hanger right there for a towel. Good little sink. And then we're going to go on inside here, inside the bathroom. This would be a good size bathroom. Nice good size shower. And this has a door on it that is a squeegee. It squeegees itself, and you must hold this thing the whole time once you unlock it, because this thing has a rapid retract on it. So it's an automatic retract. You want to make sure you hold on to that once you unlock it. Notice how there is a skylight in the shower. So that way there, for the taller people, gives you a little bit more headroom. And there's a power vent fan in the bathroom and plenty of room in front of the toilet. So there we have it. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Vita by Winnebago, the 24F. Please do give Jayme a round of applause. Congratulate her for the job she has done. She's getting back into the swing of things here. This is only the second video back since retirement, and she's learning the hang of it here. We're getting the hang of it, I should say. But she's looking forward to doing more, and hopefully at one point taking over for her poor old dad. I think she'll do a much better job for me than I will anyway. But thanks for watching, and I'll be coming back at you again soon. Take care.